Today we are going to talk about managing identity in education from registration to graduation. So we are going to talk about how we are going to manage identity from a kindergarten to a university education. Today, the agenda for today's presentation is why do cyber criminals target the education industry? What are the biggest threats in education sector? And introduction to IIM then, talking about regulatory compliances which are there for education sector. Some common IIM solution for educational institutions will be talking about a use case which talks about the university education, and finally we'll be talking about what RainbowSecure has in store to offer to the users. According to Microsoft, education is globally the most vulnerable threats sector which is most vulnerable to threats like malware, which accounts to more than 6.8 million or over 63% of the total reported encounters in early 2020. Also, there is a survey from Checkpoint which says the education sector has 44% more cyber attacks than the year earlier. Why do cyber criminals target the education industry? Kind of information available from personal information which is available not only from our local kindergarten to highly internationally renowned higher educational institutions. All are maintaining the personal information of a user, which is your name, your address, your street address, your telephone number, or some details regarding for your personally identified PII information. There's a very valuable research data, especially for research organizations, which they are using for daily purposes. What is the lack of cybersecurity? Due to the dearth of funding available to the educational institutions, it is very difficult to use. They are making use of the outdated technology, and there are very limited resources available to invest in cybersecurity solutions. However, the public schools, they receive funding from the government, which in turn is very low in terms of budget constraints they have for inculcating cybersecurity education or utilizing any cybersecurity solution for their institution organization. However, it has proven damaging to these educational institutions because cyber criminals, they are targeting the schools and the universities. What are the biggest threats in the education sector? So first, most important is the social engineering one. Into social engineering, especially ransomware and malware, are the most common threats which are there used by cyber criminals to attack these institutions. They are using denial of service where today, due to pandemic, there has been a lot of online education available. The servers were blocked with number of requests where users were not able to access the service when they need. The institution, due to lack of funding, are having unpatched and outdated software vulnerabilities existing. There is new reported cyber bullying also there, where 33% of the users of internet are reported to have complained about cyberbullying. There is inappropriate content where, due to some filters which were not requested, which were not applied timely basis, the users have access to inappropriate content for their websites for their educational purposes. Why identity and access management? Identity and access management will help. It is very crucial for securing now these educational systems because what it will ensure that only the right people or the right users, they have access to right resources. It will improve the security by controlling the user access. It is going to ensure that authorized access is provided to resources. It will protect the sensitive data and also in turn prevents the breaches from happening. There are some regulatory compliances for these educational institutions. The most common one are FERPA, which is Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. There is FAW, which is Freedom of identifies a very common, which is Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act and the Graham-Leach-Blue Act. I won't be going into detail about these regulatory compliances, but some educational institutions are required to maintain these compliance acts, are need to comply to these acts for their day-to-day operations. Now, what are the common solutions which an educational institution can adopt to maintain a good security or a good cyber hygiene in their daily affairs? First, most important is the single sign-on, where to access to multiple applications, they can have one set of credentials to log into number of applications. The second one is a multi-factor authentication, where a user can log in into one particular application using two set of credentials, which one may be a username and a password, and the second may be an OTP or any generated like CAPTCHA or any other, or whatever the software solution or the cybersecurity solution they have deployed. The third most important is that they should be regularly reviewing and updating user access permissions in their institutions. Now, what is the state of art in higher education scenario? Now, higher education, which was previously available only to institutions which were offline giving the education, now to because of pandemic, it is available to widespread audiences throughout the world. People are using remotely access resources of an institution, of an higher education institution. Even students were supposed to log in into the systems, and they were supposed to gain their education on systems which are otherwise available offline. So through this visual learning content, or the exams were also conducted online. And there were like video collaboration platforms which have recently launched. So what are the vulnerabilities existing because of all this state of art scenario of the higher education right now? There were, because of these cyber attacks on this educational institution, on this sector in past 2-3 years, the student educators' personal and financial information was exposed to fraud. Also, there were unauthorized changes made to the student grades. The online exams were breached, and there were ransomware attacks on universities where Lincoln College, which was a 157-year-old institution, has to shut down its operations because of a ransomware attack. And what was the reason found out in this was hacked employee credentials and improper access were the main reasons for all this educational hacking of educational institution data. Let's take a use case of our XYZ University, and let's see what kind of security concerns or the challenges are there which an institution needs to maintain to face these cybersecurity challenges existing in today's world. Let's suppose there's an XYZ University which has a large, diverse education, which is a large, diverse educational institution having thousands of students, number of faculty and staff available, which is the administrative staff. The challenges faced for this educational institution are they need to have security concerns, which is strengthening its security measures and protecting the sensitive data of the user and the employee. They need to enhance user experience because on day-to-day basis, a student may not remember the credentials to all these websites, all the portals, all the softwares he's logging into. So it becomes frustrating, and also if a user is noting down all this credential information or is compromising such information, then automatically or this institution is having vulnerability and is bound to be under threat of hacking. An institution needs to maintain its certain compliances so that to strengthen its security posture. What RainbowSecure offers here is RainbowSecure offers a holistic approach. What RainbowSecure approach is about layer security. It ensures that every aspect of the digital identity management is covered. So first solution which RainbowSecure provides is the innovative single sign-on. has easy access to multiple cloud-based SaaS or on-premise applications with a single secure one-click login using their username and password. The second innovative solution from RainbowSecure provides smart multi-factor authentication. Why smart? Because first of all, it is providing extra layers of security which is beyond passwords. The multi-factor authenticator or the next authenticated login generated can have options which you can use formatted passwords. You can use OTP, which is delivered through SMS or email to the registered account. Or it can be also in the form of codes. It can be in the form of security questions, and it provides much added layers of security. Rainbow Secure provides any user, even if they have access to one particular password, they won't be able to log in into the account because they won't be having the formatting instructions available to them. So hacker will not be able to hack into that particular account. Rainbow Secure has adapted MFA. What it does, it empowers the administrators to establish MFA policies which are tailored to various scenarios and usage situations. It is tailored on the basis of time and date. It can be configured on the basis of the device profile, on the basis of the IP location, and on the basis of the certain set of IPs which are whitelisted in the organization. Also on the basis of the location dependency. So what it does is it can configure restrictions on the basis of IP address available. What is the device signature? What is the geolocation of that particular device? And what are the time parameters that particular device is allowed to log into the system? It provides comprehensive security for not only websites, also for email. It has also the functionality available for SaaS applications and the legacy applications. You can utilize the strong MFA methods, again, including formatting and OTP over phone or SMS for enhanced security purposes. For example, if you have left your device at home, so you will be still able to log in into your system with the help of making the multi-factor authentication token available to your supervisor, which will allow you to log in into your system for one-time access. Rainbow Secure has other innovative solutions. First one is it has a security. Its authentication has built-in support in the today education laptops provided by Chromebook and the Windows 11 SE. Rainbow Secure login is available for zero trust login. Then password and passwordless available is also available from Rainbow Secure. We have secure business email where all the information which is being transferred is encrypted using our own innovative patented solutions. We manage user onboarding and offboarding using our unique Rainbow Secure IAM solution. We verify our users using our smart multi-factor MFA solution, which again discourages hackers from making use of our multi-factor authentication tokens to make use of for logging into our authorized systems. Rainbow Secure also offers digital vault to secure sensitive data about cloud and the FTP credentials. It also make available student grants, exam sets, tender proposal and logins, and it helps the user, only authorized user, to log in into the system. I'll conclude my presentation here by stating that Rainbow Secure solution provides greater compliance and reduces headless workload by enabling our IT administrators to automate many routine tasks. An IT administrator can automate the routine tasks and can submit the task to independent supervisors of the departments where they can provide day-to-day care to the login facility of the users. We drive innovation by enabling organizations to securely extend network access to a variety of on-premises and SaaS applications while using our single sign-on solution, which helps us to enable user to log in into multiple applications using one particular set of credentials, where user do not have to remember number of credentials for logging into multiple applications. We are also providing a RainbowSecure password, which is a unique way of it's a multi-factor authentication solution, which is when you log in into RainbowSecure enabled application, when you enter the password, that password can be formatted using number of formatting options, which is more robust than any other password solution available right now in the market. So I request you to kindly go through this video, which is beautifully prepared how to secure K-12 education and making online learning fun. Thank all my listeners, all my audiences, and I would request if they have any questions. I would also request our support to kindly help me and in completing some points which I may have missed.
Thank you, Shashi. It was a really beautiful presentation, and you touched upon the essential elements of how education sector today faces cyber threats and cyber risk, and how identity plays a key role in both managing the educational identities as well as what's our responsibility to make the education sector both secure and progressive at the same time. Thank you very much.